They ranked out already.
Yeah.
You're gonna be stuck with me.
Well,
He got promoted from SAT scores to he got promoted from SAT scores to college board.
Oh, you
Wow.
ranked already?
Yeah, he did.
Nice. I kind of figured when I saw you were at rank 2 in that game that you were probably very close, if not ranked out, but I didn't know. It's like I know a lot of people that are bouncing back and forth right in the moment.
I think it was wasn't it a Sleeping Giant game? Or something?
Yes.
Okay. Because you were kind of on the other side, so I couldn't really pay any attention.
Yeah, you were. Wait a minute.
I always go to the BC area. I don't like going to A, because that's a cesspool.
Tell me about it. I absolutely hate A on this map. It's like, you only have two options with A. Either your DD goes on the outside or the inside. If he goes on the inside and gets in there, he'll be pretty safe. If he goes on the outside and gets in there pretty early on while being contested, great. But 9 times out of 10, that doesn't happen. Either the DD gets radared before it gets on the inside and then gets blapped by a battleship, or more commonly, you'll see him go on the outside, and then we're just sitting there with a Hindenburg or Zath, whatever cruiser you saw on that flank, and then another battleship, and you're just like trading fire for about 14, 15 minutes until someone finally dies, and then, hey, we could cap A. Oh, but the other flank fell apart. Oh, yeah, they're coming on us now. It's 3 ships against 7. Oh.
It's so difficult to play with. And
Yeah.
just so many things are... I just feel like so many things are out of control that I just forget A and focus on B and C. That one's pretty consistent.
It is. But the problem is, it's like, most of the team comps I get, unless you have, like right here, you have a double Hindenburg. Like, you could probably send those 2 Hindenburgs to C and a battleship, and you could just light the whole world on fire. As long as they have vision control from the Minnow or from Hiroshima. And then send a small fleet just to delay at A.
Yep.
That could probably work, but your Hindis probably don't have that idea, so they're going to do their Hindenburg thing at A. Can work, cannot work. We'll see here.
You at least have one Hindi that's pretty good. Minotaur ran to the wrong side. If anything, I would stick the Minotaur below A, just so he can radar to cap whenever we need it.
Good point. And with the Hydro too,
I'm
you
not
could
sure if he
possibly
was running
cap A.
radar or smoke. I think he might have been smoke.
That's worse.
Oh, selfish Minotaur.
I've had some very interesting games on this map so far. If I'm in the north and I'm on the right side, I have pushed down into A, and it's interesting. You can almost get into A very easily from the outside coming in from the north, because the enemy will set up where they can't really shoot around the end of that island. But from the south, I was in a game where I was told to set up on the island at
No DD.
G4.
G4?
With the more.
Not running Concealment Expert?
Nope.
Yeah, that small island south of the A cap. I sat there with my Des Moines. Battleship asked me to be there and just control the mid. And I was able to keep a lot of ships under fire from that direction right there as they tried to push down from the northern cap and the destroyers who tried to get into the A cap.
So,
Yeah, I knew
question,
I was going off detection, so I repaired.
question that just came up. You're not running concealment. Why are you not?
I just have more fun that way. I run fire prevention and AFT.
Okay. Get your
A-
secondaries.
Like that. I like my secondaries.
Secondaries isn't very useful here, so Concealment Expert is way better.
The concealment is ridiculously strong. I mean, my motto playing battleships used to be, if you're not firing, you're doing it
You hit on
wrong.
Montana? You're in it.
Yeah, I've come around.
Trying to throw.
I need to take a break for a little bit.
So Minotaur's in A. That's a very very strong position, hard to get him out, right?
Not really. He's all alone. The other Hindenburg is kind of kiting away now, and not in a really good position to kind of lock down that gate. So if one of these Hindenburgs just push up and load the AP, he's practically dead.
Yeah, pretty much. They have to. I mean, this guy can be taken out with a concerted push. Like,
The question is, how much resources are you going to sacrifice to get him out? Because even if Minotaur just trades 1 for 1 for one of your cruisers, it's still kind of a victory.
True, but I'm assuming that Hindenburg's got Hydro, and given how the Minotaur is moving right now, it's like he's either going to fall victim to the Yami's guns right here, or he's going to fall victim to the Hindenburg's guns. And no one's going to die. Because, okay, now the Hindenburg's moving back into a position now where people have to make note.
Mm-hmm.
Because if that Hindenburg takes the turn at the wrong time and he has AP loaded, he's going to get a lot of damage from that.
I'm gonna move my camera away from the Yamato for a bit. We'll watch what happens in A.
So that boat's Hindenburg is actually not in position. You can't do anything to stop one of your Hindis from entering the camp.
Yep.
you can't do that.
No, because now he's
That's
turning
what I'm saying,
away.
he
I
can't
figured he
really-
was...
No,
I don't know why
he
he's
needs to
turning
be
away
on
at
the
this
one.
point. Yeah. It's like, I thought he was heading for the one line, that's why I was like, oh, okay, here he goes. And then, no, he turns around again. It's like, why are you turning around? You're not having any effective fields of fire from that position.
Alright.
And now your minnows are all alone, and like I figured, it's just like he's taking it nice and slow. Swabby has Hydra up. Shima's just supporting him.
Alright, Minotaur misplayed this one. He could have done a lot better, but he ran into the island, which was completely unnecessary.
No, because at this point he's panicking. There's no reason to panic as a Minnow player. Yep. Bye-bye. Or
Almost
not.
died.
Dodges.
He's still gonna be dead.
I mean, he's still dead. I mean, he's got the Shima shooting at him at this point, I think, or is it no?
Yeah, that was a good recovery, though. I mean,
Yeah, that's
probably
a
made
nice dodge
something
there,
happen.
but yeah.
I forgot how wild of a game this was.
So do you think that the
So-
Minotaur should have gotten out of A after the captain?
well, there's really nowhere for him to go. He was pinned by the battleship and a Hindenburg, so it's like, in the start go with, the Minnow should have never even gone in A. He should have just been sitting on the outskirts, assuming he was radar, because he didn't pop smoke. It's like, there's no reason to
Going
go
to A is
in.
okay, but he should have left a lot sooner before everything else was in position. Like,
Oh, this
probably
one
been
is
able-
fun.
like he could have probably been able to slip up the 4-5 line there, maybe undetected. Because
Yeah.
nothing there was going to be able to spot him out.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah, if he hugged that close, he would be able to use the islands for cover until he was out on the 5 line, and then be able to be dark. Which, I mean, securing the cap early can be useful because it forces the other team to make a play on it.
Mhm.
Right, but
They're
it's just
turning-
like, you guys are not really, like, falling for it right at the moment. It's like,
I mean, he
turning
just waited
back
too
towards
long.
yeah.
He waited too long to leave, and he can't. He's dead for it. That guy died.
Yeah.
You have to hold. You have to get back and punch the ships that took C. But that Mino trade was very important. If he actually traded 1 for 1, that would have given your team a much worse disadvantage. And did Shima seriously just go through the straight at A?
Yeah.
Pro strats.
Just to try and twerp that Hindenburg or something.
This is still 10-6, right?
No, this is 5-2.
Oh god.
But is that a naked Hindenburg right there?
Yep.
Are we really surprised by this?
That or it's space camos and disabled or something. Oh wait, Hindenburg doesn't have space camo. What am I thinking?
Yeah. That's
I
what was
made that
like.
mistake once already this season. Like, why does our one not have camo and he's an OPG and like, oh,
Yeah, it's like,
space.
Shimakaze should never gotten away with that. It's just like, no.
And ironically, the Hindenburg's name is the star player.
I mean, the Hindenburg, unless he was actually close enough to Hydrome, he would know way to spot the Shima.
That's too little.
Oh, and now is
above
the
the zone.
Hindi gonna get deleted right here?
Yeah. He's going in a straight line.
Oh, and
Thinking
Shima
he's
ran into
safe.
YY.
3K.
That was the other reason why I would not go to that straight as Shima. You just don't have any room to maneuver, so that YY's just ate him alive.
Yeah. It's like, you're better off just going straight around the island and doing your spotting there, because at least you have all that open water to escape from in case, like, anything goes wrong, or you run into a surprise radar ship, or BB, or etc., etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yep. For all ships, it's vital to have a backup plan, or at least an escape plan. That Shima put himself in a terrible position, and he paid the price for it.
Yep.
Like your positioning, you did get that Hindenburg, but I think you're still too far back. You have quite a bit of HP to burn through, and you need to start going for either B or C.
Okay.
Like, I would have preferred that you at least slow down and try to turn around so you can contest C.
Gotcha.
I mean, at this point, going up the middle is an option.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I just realized something. That's 32 kilometers. You're running range mod? Really?
No, I wasn't.
Oh, that's spotter plane? Okay.
That's a spotter plane. Spotter plane.
It's like,
Yeah, that's his spotter plane up right now.
for a second there,
gosh.
I'm like, are you running
No,
range
no.
armor?
I'm everything you don't want in a Yamato captain. Secondary spec and range.
Oh god.
It isn't the worst.
No, it
You
isn't,
still have
but
IFAT as
Mid-range
well.
mod plus scouter plane, Yamato, snipe those forts and bastion from 37 kilometers.
Leave no corner untouched.
I didn't realize your spotter play was up. Apologies on that. I just like look at the thing and I'm like 32 kilometer. I'm like, wait a minute.
In range mod, Yamato's like 30 or 29.6 or something, I think, anyways, so.
Something absurd.
Yeah. Way too excessive that you don't need.
Mm-hmm. So the reason I don't like Yamato going up north is because her top speed is 28 knots. She is not very fast.
Yeah, it just took so long for you to get around there.
Mm-hmm.
It's
And while
like-
this Montana made guide, even the points or something that.
yeah,
It
it's
just-
you're pretty
that was time
fortunate
for
that
the
Montana
enemy
went up
to
north
get
as well.
points.
Yeah. I mean, worst comes to
Like-
worst, if you can't turn around, just steam through A.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah. You have to get back in the fight faster, and A is the fastest way.
Mm-hmm.
You should have popped your repair also a while ago. That's enough HP that I would use a repair.
Yeah, you're gonna be
for.
taking damage through it to get the full repair, anyways. You're not leading enough here to hit the overmatch. Wait for the bow at that angle. That's what you should be going for as a Yamato.
Is that enough angle for him to actually pen, though? Because that Montana was kind of that 30-degree list
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah,
I feel like the
I
superstructure
mean, you definitely should have
been
been
better.
going for the bow at that situation, I think.
Mm-hmm.
You're familiar with the Yamato's bow cheek, right?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
turn
Yamato
is
at
even
30
worse,
degrees
is the
can be
problem.
Citadel.
Well, true, but he's fighting on Montana. That's what I was saying.
Oh,
is that more
Montana
than
can
number?
Citadel you at it, yeah. At 30
Yeah, Montana
degrees.
Citadel.
Yeah, see, now he went through the bow.
Yeah, okay, that's what I was wondering. I
The
didn't know.
stern
if
is
he-
even worse. For Citadel.
Monty honestly doesn't give shit all about armor.
Yeah.
I mean, it cares about auto bounce, obviously.
Yeah, auto bounce. That's about
Auto bounce is the only armor that
I'm so
matters in
happy
this
this guy
game.
was just trying to spam AP at me.
Auto bounce is the only thing the Montana cares about.
Well,
I mean,
Speaking
auto
of
bounce is the
overhead.
only armor that matters in this game. Is auto bounce.
So against that Montana engagement, you're much better off just going completely bow in.
Yeah, that's where you would
Okay.
completely bow in. I mean, you can get angled
Yeah,
enough
he
that
can't
it can't
your bow,
overmatch.
so.
Yeah, that's one
Fortunately,
situation where
you're-
you do turn in and then slow down.
Mhm.
And at this point, see, like you're at the 4 line only because even though you turned out. I mean, if you'd been going straight, you'd still be at the 4 line. The enemy is at 900 points, and you're nowhere near a cap. That's
Okay.
because you went north.
I guess I asked for
Between E and
spoilers.
C,
Did they
that's where I
get?
should have been.
Do they get this Hindenburg? It looks like they do.
Yeah.
They should. They have more than enough time.
Get that, yeah, that will swing the points a bit, and then cap C, but
Okay, and the Sal's responding to. Okay.
Mm. Zhao needs to focus on Hindi.
Zhao, yeah, he's shooting the South Hindi. If
He needs
anything,
to
he
be
might
on-
actually need to be going for B.
Right, that's what I
Yep.
thought he was originally doing, but now he's just steaming forward ahead, and I'm like, why are you going that way? You should be heading up north. They got this. It's like, there's no reason for you to engage here. I mean, yeah. It's like, he's looking at the points, he's probably like, this Hindenburg needs to die. But, trust
He
your
was too
Hindenburg.
incisive.
Yeah, it's like, more times than not, your Hindenburg player at least knows how to aim and could get those shells on target.
They took quite a bit to kill that Hindenburg, so even though he still died in the end, he did enough. He basically delayed the cap long enough so that it could not take the cap.
Yep. He did his job.
Yeah, because now the other Hindenburg's unspotted, and if he has any common sense, he's turning around right now.
Still got the.
Zhao should have went straight for B in that case.
Yep.
And he'd been
Alright.
kiting the whole game, so that's what he's gonna do anyways.
Well, yeah, that's what Hindenburg needs to do. Find a target, kite away. Find a target, kite away. Burn him to the ground. Hindenburg in
Zhao
a
does.
nutshell.
It's actually not too bad. If Zhao could get onto B cap, if he can get onto B cap, he can use his concealment and force Hindenburg to be closer. Or
Wait, the
Hindenburg
Hindenburg's
can be
right
closer in the
there.
fight.
Lol.
What?
He's
Why-
trying to make it. He's trying to make for that island. It's actually a pretty good idea.
Yeah,
since
I
he
mean-
knows he's at full health.
Gonna
He can
block this
outfight
in,
anyone.
and if he's gonna be able to stay close enough to the cap to keep anybody off of it and limit any firing angles incoming on him.
Yeah, I guess that's just a risky play. It's like Zhao AP is out.
Way out.
Yeah, Zhao AP's no joke. I got wrecked by that shit before, so
I mean, all he had to do is just like stay at an angle he could bow tank. But yeah, his Torp's forcing the Zhao to turn away from the cap, but it's still too late anyways for the Zhao to get to the cap in time, I think.
Yeah, it's way too late.
Yeah.
18 seconds. The torpedoes did what they
Unless
needed
he
to do.
deletes somebody with a deado.
that would be hilarious.
I would. I've seen so many people get deadoed where they, oh, this ship never gets deadoed.
RNG happens, but
And it always
No.
happens when you least expect it, like Ring.
Yep. So did you save your star on that one?
No,
Probably.
I think I did. Yeah, I think I did.
I mean, he's been putting a lot of damage.
Like that game was so close. If you, there was a couple of mistakes that you made that actually may have been in. Like you didn't make those mistakes, you may have actually won instead.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Like I guess the prime example was that engagement against Montana. You hemorrhaged a lot of health without
did.
much. Yep, that was a lot of unnecessary damage. At the very least, you could have done more damage to Hindenburg and maybe not have him come back to be just as quickly.
Okay.
I mean,
Thanks
if you're
for the
able to,
tips.
I mean, say that Hindenburg was at 10k HP at that end of that fight or something.
Mm-hmm. That would have made a huge difference. Also, your positioning in the mid game was like kiting away, going towards to support A was okay, but you went a little bit too far and you
Too
put yourself
far.
out of the action for too long.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
Good to know. Thanks for the help, guys.
Yeah,
Well, it's nice to have a reprieve break from rank for a little bit.
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for the reviews here, Zath.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for coming in, guys. We're basically at about 5 o'clock now, so I am gonna have to go. I only have enough time away from stuff around the house and wife things. So, thanks
I'll
all.
see you out there again, Skywheel and everyone else.
Yep, I
Absolutely.
will see you guys out there. Forgive me if I am off my Zoloft the day that I see you in matches.
All right, guys. Take care, everyone.
Take it easy.
Take care.
Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. That was kind of cool. We haven't done it that way before, so I I gotta say that was neat having so many people in there, all communicating at the same time. Everybody was respectful of each other. Good stuff all around. So thanks. We'll look to do another stream next weekend, probably on the standard Sunday. I have a graduation to attend tomorrow, so can't make it at the usual 1 o'clock. So once again, thanks. Hopefully I'll run into you guys on the battlefield, hopefully on the same team as me, so we can roll people, win, and all rank out and be happy and continue living our lives. See you all later.